chosen one. You were led here not by luck, not by chance, but by divine appointment. Heaven has interrupted your scroll because something extraordinary is unfolding in your life. Right now, in the spirit realm, a billionaire's blessing is being released, not just wealth in the material, but a supernatural transfer of purpose, prosperity, and prophetic positioning. This is not a fantasy. This is your Kairos moment, the divine timing where destiny and favor collide. The Lord has whispered your name into the winds of abundance. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are marked, called, and set apart for overflow. What others chase, God is preparing to place in your hands, because your hands have remained faithful and your heart has stayed pure. Deuteronomy 8:18 says, "It is He who gives you the power to get wealth, and that power is awakening in you right now." This message isn't for everyone, but if your spirit is stirring, if your heart is burning, then you know this word is yours. Chosen one, open your heart, quiet every distraction, and prepare, because what you're about to hear is confirmation that heaven's transfer has your name on it. Chosen one, lean in closely. This is where heaven breaks through. You are standing at the threshold of a season so holy it will leave you changed forever. The struggle, the nights of unanswered prayers, the fierce storms, they were never your end. They were preparation. And now the curtain is lifting. I've walked through seasons of waiting. I remember the anxious nights when I cried out, "God, why am I still here? Why hasn't breakthrough come?" And in those silent hours, He whispered to my spirit, "Not yet, because I am building something unshakable in you." I want you to hear that whisper now. You're about to emerge. The divine shift you've longed for is not delayed. It's simply arriving in its fullness. Heaven is aligning every detail behind the scenes. You are about to step into a supernatural financial transfer, not just an increase in numbers, but a release of authority, purpose, and destiny. This blessing is not earned, it's released. And you, Anointed One, are standing in the perfect time, the Kairos moment, where heaven will intersect with your natural life. You will see doors open you didn't even know existed. You'll receive strategies you couldn't plan. You'll carry favor in rooms you never expected. God isn't offering you just money. He's inviting you into wholeness, prosperity that heals, wealth that empowers, abundance that reveals your true identity in Him. The financial overflow will follow, but your spirit, your purpose, your influence, that's what He's elevating first. So quiet your soul, turn off the distractions, let this word land deep, because what you're about to hear is not theory, it's a living promise, and your spirit already knows it's true. Let me show you how heaven is intervening on your behalf. Let me guide you into your first steps of receiving this divine blessing, chosen one. The shift has already begun. You may not see it with your natural eyes yet, but the atmosphere around you has changed. The struggle you've endured was never in vain. It was sacred preparation. God has been setting the stage, placing the right people, unlocking hidden doors, and aligning divine resources on your behalf. And now is your moment to receive. I remember a time in my life when everything felt stagnant. I was working hard, praying harder, but nothing seemed to move. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, favor found me. A conversation turned into a connection, a need turned into a miracle. And I realized it wasn't sudden at all. It was strategic. God had been orchestrating it all. That's what He's doing for you right now, Anointed One. This billionaire's blessing that's being released over your life, it's more than wealth. It's the unveiling of your divine assignment. You were never meant to live in survival mode. You were designed for overflow. The kind of overflow that allows you to bless others without hesitation, to fund visions, to break generational curses, to be the lender and not the borrower. There's a holy stirring happening in your spirit because your destiny is awakening. You're not being overlooked, you're being prepared. God is about to do something that can't be explained by logic. It will be miraculous, timed perfectly, and unmistakably divine. But there's a call attached to this blessing. Live righteously, love generously, walk humbly. This is not about hoarding wealth. It's about becoming a vessel through which God can pour into the world. Your hands will carry miracles. Your words will shift atmospheres. Your story will set captives free. Chosen one, your legacy begins now. The divine release is not just coming, it's here. And your response to it, your faith, your surrender, your obedience will determine how fast it manifests. Let this truth anchor you. You are not chasing the blessing is chasing you. Let me walk with you deeper. Chosen one, take a deep breath, because what God is doing in this moment is holy. This isn't just about what's being added to your life, it's about what's being removed. Fear is being stripped away. Scarcity mindsets are breaking. Old labels, unworthiness, shame, they're falling off of you right now. Because God is dressing you in favor, in royalty, in divine authority. You're not just being blessed, anointed one. You're being repositioned. Let me tell you something from experience. When God gets ready to elevate you, He doesn't ask for permission from your past. He speaks to your future. There was a season where I thought I missed my moment. Too much failure, too many delays. But God whispered, I am the Redeemer of time. And I declare that over you now. Your delay was not your denial. You are stepping into a time of divine acceleration, where what used to take years will now take months. What was once out of reach will now be placed in your hands. That's the power of a Kairos moment, a supernatural window, where heaven touches earth and destiny unlocks. And, chosen one, you've just stepped into it. Don't let fear keep you small. This blessing requires you to see yourself the way God sees you. You are not ordinary. You are royal, called, covered, carried by grace. You've survived what was meant to destroy you. Now you're being trusted with what will define you. Yes, financial blessings are coming, but don't limit God to money. He's releasing peace that cannot be shaken, clarity that removes confusion, relationships that restore your soul, and strategies that will sustain your wealth. This is the season where divine strategy meets prophetic timing. Some of you are about to receive unexpected phone calls, job offers, business opportunities, and supernatural provisions. It won't be because of hustle, it will be because of holy alignment. God is opening what no man can shut. But hear me, this kind of blessing requires preparation. Start acting like the person who's already walking in the blessing. Shift your language, shift your posture, shift your expectations. Speak it, believe it, walk in it. Because the blessing is not coming to find the old you. It's coming for the anointed, transformed, aligned you. Stay close, chosen one. Chosen one, as this prophetic flow continues, I want you to pause and feel this truth settle deep in your spirit. You are already marked for abundance. God has been orchestrating behind the scenes, lining up people, resources, and moments of favor, waiting for your spirit to come into full agreement with what heaven has already decreed. This isn't about striving. It's about receiving from a position of identity. You are not trying to become worthy. You are worthy because the one who called you has already equipped you. Now hear this clearly. God's not just sending provision, He's sending positioning. He's about to place you where visibility meets value, where your gifts are not overlooked, where your presence commands rooms, not by arrogance, but by the weight of the anointing on your life. I've seen it firsthand. The moment I surrendered the need to control every outcome and simply said, God, I trust your timing, everything shifted. And what took others 10 years happened for me in a divine moment. That's what happens when you stop chasing and start aligning. Chosen one. This billionaire's blessing will require spiritual maturity. Because when the blessing is heavy, the responsibility is holy. You're not just receiving overflow for yourself. You're receiving it so that you can overflow into others. So ask yourself, who can I bless with what God is about to pour out? What systems do I need to build to contain the abundance? What internal agreements must I break to fully receive? Because this is bigger than a bank account. This is a calling. Some of you will build businesses that honor God. Others will fund missions, restore families, launch movements. You'll speak, create, serve, lead, and everything you touch will carry the fragrance of heaven. But let me be honest, the enemy senses what's coming. Don't be surprised if spiritual warfare increases. Don't be shaken if distractions arise. Remember, pressure often increases right before promotion. Stay anchored in prayer. Surround yourself with faith-filled voices. Speak life daily over your destiny. This is not the time to shrink back. It's the time to stand up, straighten your crown, and move like the heir of heaven that you are. You didn't stumble into this moment. You were chosen for this moment, chosen one. As we step deeper into this sacred revelation, let me remind you, this isn't just breakthrough, it's birthing. You're not just walking into a new chapter, you're carrying something holy, something divine, something that will shift atmospheres and transform generations. And birthing is never without pressure, without labor, without resistance, but you were built for this. God trusted you with this billionaire's blessing because He knows your heart. He knows that you won't hoard it. He knows you'll steward it. He knows you've been through the crushing, and now it's time for the oil to flow. But here's the mystery. This blessing doesn't just fall into your lap. It flows through your alignment, your obedience, your surrender, your willingness to move even when the road isn't fully clear. When I was at my lowest, I heard a whisper in prayer. What I'm preparing for you, eyes haven't seen, but can I trust you not to sabotage it with doubt? That shook me. And I say that to you now. Can God trust you with the weight of what's coming? Because with elevation comes exposure. With increase comes influence, and with wealth comes a holy responsibility to reflect His heart, not the world's greed. Anointed one, this billionaire's blessing will pull you into realignment. There are things you'll have to release. Habits that no longer serve your next level. Relationships that kept you anchored in old pattern. Even mental frameworks that sound spiritual, but were rooted in fear, not faith. I need you to hear this deeply. You do not have to earn what grace has already written in your name, but you must prepare for it. Because divine doors don't just open, they recognize the one sent to walk through them. And heaven has already whispered your name. It's why you feel the stirring. It's why this message isn't just inspiring you, it's awakening something. It's why, no matter what your past looked like, you know in your spirit, this is your season. So, right now, speak this out loud. I am in alignment with God's abundance. I receive the billionaire's blessing not just for myself, but to fulfill heaven's assignment through me. Let that declaration take root. Chosen one, the next phase requires more than inspiration. It requires intention. Chosen one, now that your spirit is awake, and your heart is postured to receive, let's talk about the weight and the wonder of the blessing that's coming. This billionaire's blessing isn't just a miracle, it's a mantle. It's a divine responsibility, and you've been anointed for it. The moment heaven places this abundance in your hands, it will not only elevate your life, it will expose everything in you that cannot go with you into the next season. And that's why the process felt so intense. That's why the spiritual warfare increased. Because anything birthed through God comes with resistance from darkness. But let me say this prophetically, the battle is a receipt. It confirms what's on the way. There's something about you, chosen one. You've been through enough to break someone else, but you're still standing, still believing, still showing up in faith. That is evidence that the blessing is not only coming, It's already in motion. And now, God is calling you into divine stewardship. He's not just handing you money, He's handing you influence, impact, and divine multiplication. He's trusting you to use your voice for justice, use your wealth for kingdom expansion, use your influence to reflect heaven on earth. This is not a time for small prayers or safe living. This is the season where you say, Lord, stretch me, send me, use me, and if it brings you glory, bless me. You see, when your heart is aligned with heaven, increase doesn't corrupt you, it confirms you. I remember the moment I surrendered not just my dreams, but also my fears. I told God, if you give it to me, I'll give it back to you. That's when the doors opened. That's when divine downloads came. That's when the impossible began to manifest in ways I still can't explain. Anointed One, this isn't about hustle, it's about hearing. What is heaven asking you to do next? Where is the Spirit nudging you to sow? Who is God placing on your heart to forgive, to bless, to release? Because the oil doesn't flow where there's pride. The blessing doesn't settle where there's bitterness. The favor won't flourish where faith is absent. So today, I challenge you. Be still and listen. Write the vision plainly. Speak the promise boldly. And move in obedience, even when the outcome isn't clear. This is prophetic preparation. This is sacred alignment. This is billionaire blessing activation. Chosen one, now that you've aligned your heart and heard heaven's whisper, here's what must come next. Expectation. You must begin to live like the promise has already arrived. Walk into every room like God sent you. Show up to every assignment like it's kingdom work. Speak like the blessing is already banked in your spirit, because it is. What you're carrying isn't just hope, it's heaven's seed. And when heaven plants something in the soil of your life, it cannot die, it can only grow. I feel this for you so strongly. The waiting season is ending, the shift is here, and it's happening faster than you think. Doors that were shut are being opened. Conversations that were dry are now dripping with divine favor. Delays are turning into deliverance. And what once felt impossible is now sitting at your doorstep, marked divine delivery from heaven to you. But here's the key. You have to be ready not just to receive, but to hold it. Because this billionaire's blessing isn't a lottery ticket, it's a legacy move. Heaven is calling you to build structures that can sustain the overflow. Surround yourself with voices who speak faith, not fear. Say no to what drains you, so you can say yes to what grows you. Stay planted, so you can produce. Let me remind you, you are not stepping into wealth for validation. You are stepping into wealth for assignment. You're being positioned to restore what's been broken for generations, to break cycles that kept your lineage bound, to establish a flow of abundance so secure that your children and their children will live in the harvest of your faith. And I know sometimes that feels like too much to carry, but you're not carrying it alone. God is not just sending provision, He's sending protection, instruction, and elevation. This is what you were born for, Anointed One. It's time to let go of the fear that kept you small. Release the guilt that whispered, maybe I don't deserve this. Silence the doubt that said, people like me don't rise that high. Yes, you do, you will, you are. Because God never gives an assignment without first giving the anointing to fulfill it. The transfer is happening. The tables are turning, the heavens are moving, and your hands are being filled, chosen one. Take this in deeply. You are not just stepping into a blessing, you are becoming the blessing. This is more than a moment. This is a mantle. Heaven has marked you for a supernatural elevation, not just to receive wealth, but to walk as a vessel of divine overflow, the kind that shifts atmospheres, the kind that births legacies, the kind that silences every voice that ever said, "You'll never make it." Listen, you were never meant to just survive. You were always called to rule with wisdom, to govern with grace, and to carry kingdom authority wherever your feet touch. This billionaire's blessing isn't about flaunting status, it's about funding purpose. It's about being trusted by heaven to steward increase in a way that transforms lives, shifts families, and expands the reach of God's love. I need you to understand this. You've been through the fire, and now you're gold. The rejection, it refined you. The betrayal, it built you. The scarcity, it taught you how to trust. And now, the release is here. But don't just wait for money in your account. Look for the divine ideas that drop in your spirit like lightning. The unexpected messages and meetings that seem random but are right on time. The inner peace that suddenly silences every fear. These are signs that heaven's supply chain is open and you are the next destination. But I feel this too. Someone watching is still doubting, still wondering if they're truly ready. Let me speak into that space. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be willing. Willing to believe when the numbers don't add up. Willing to take the step when the path isn't clear. Willing to sow even when it feels small, because God multiplies what you release in faith. This is the moment to rise, chosen one. Rise in boldness, rise in expectancy, rise in reverence, because what's coming isn't random, it's recompense. It's God paying back years of quiet obedience with public evidence. And if you're ready to seal this word in your spirit, I invite you right now, leave a comment below with these words. I receive the billionaire's blessing, not just for me, but for everything God is building through me. Let this be your declaration. Let it be your agreement. Let it be your yes to heaven's invitation. Because the transfer is not coming, it's here. And you, chosen one, are standing in your Kairos moment. Amen. Chosen one. As this sacred message comes to a close, pause and feel the weight of heaven's presence resting on your spirit. This is not the end, this is your divine beginning. You are standing in your Kairos moment, the exact appointed time that God ordained before you were ever formed in your mother's womb. The billionaire's blessing is not just approaching, it is already in motion. The doors are opening, the oil is flowing, the windows of heaven are unlocked over your life. You have been chosen not just to receive, but to carry, to steward, and to multiply what heaven is pouring out. So I speak this over you now. May your hands be open to receive divine increase. May your heart remain aligned with God's purpose. May your spirit overflow with peace, clarity, and bold faith. And may your life become a testimony of God's unstoppable goodness. Stay faithful, anointed one. Stay focused, stay grateful. Let your every step echo with the rhythm of heaven's will. Let your dreams expand beyond your understanding, because your Father is doing immeasurably more than you could ever ask or imagine. If your spirit is stirred, leave a comment below with the words, "I receive this divine transfer." Let it be your prophetic agreement. Let it be your yes to abundance. Let it be your alignment with God's plan. Now, go forward with confidence. Walk boldly. Love deeply. And know this, the billionaire's blessing is not a fantasy. It's your divine inheritance.